So you might ask the question of why Hillary Clinton is not hitting Donald Trump harder on all this being a douchebag stuff. Um, I'm not sure the premise holds. I think she said a few things where it's relevant, right? When he's actually standing in front of her, right? But I mean, nonetheless, she could be stepping on it. She could be, I mean, her Twitter site actually does have. I mean, I don't have Twitter, but Twitter comes with a lot in Google searches, and just, I mean, it seems every other day. Or I'm not sure I accept the premise that she's not hitting him on it, but she could be hitting him harder on it. She could be, you know, laying off speeches on it, hitting the stump on it, all that kind of stuff, right? And the New York Times comes up with the brilliant deduction that it must be because of Bill Clinton. Yes, that's right, folks. Hillary is unable to attract Donald Trump for being a douchebag because her husband is a douchebag. And that may make her a douchebag by edit. The logic's not there, okay, but I'm gonna push back against the whole line of thinking. Okay, it's not because of Bill Clinton, and she would slap you over the head with a giant salmon for that. It's not even Trump's narrative. This is an extrapolation of Trump's narrative. This is internalizing Trump's narrative and applying it. This is not Trumpism, but applied Trumpism. New York Times? I think Clinton has been clear for many years now that she doesn't want to be the vagina candidate, okay? She doesn't want you to vote for her because she's a female. She wants you to decide that she's the best candidate and vote for her on her own merits, okay? So she doesn't want this election. I think our campaign people want this election. I think the party's happy with it, at the least. But I get it. If I was her, I probably wouldn't want that either, right? I mean, she's been trying to get here for 20 years. She's got, books full of policy prescriptions, and I might not agree with everything she says or everything she wants to do. But to spend all this time writing out all these policies and everything, and then at the end of it, you're going to campaign on this guy being a douchebag? I get it. I don't think it's the best tactic. I think that maybe if she was, a little bit less idealistic, she'd see the pragmatism in it. But nobody should be surprised either. I think her reaction is very predictable. Despite accusations from everywhere for years, she actually really doesn't like this kind of politics. She wants you to vote in favor of no-fly zones in Syria and pivots to Asia and, sure, equal work for equal pay, but she doesn't want you to consider her gender. And I'd like to say something about how you expect better from the New York Times than this Trumpist hit piece. Okay, but you don't actually, because this is what the New York Times does. So yeah, I mean, the premise is flawed. But when she goes out there and she says a speech, she wants you to listen to her policies. She doesn't want to just spend the next month, playing the victim card. And I know a lot of people have been trying to paint her in this corner forever. Maybe that's even why she's so resistant to it. But if you've been paying any attention to her career at all for any length of time, this should not surprise you that she's not walking down this path. Because she's been clear forever that this isn't the path she wants to walk down, right?